Star Wars Rise of Skywalker hitting cinemas in just over a month. I thought this would be the perfect time to talk about what I want to see in this film. Now, two things to note up front. Number one, spoilers for all the past Star Wars films this far. And secondly, these aren't predictions of what I want. These are just some things that I would like to see in this film. So, let's just jump into it. So what I mean by don't kill Princess Leia, and people are probably like, well, of course they're going to kill off Princess Leia like they did with Han in Episode 7, like they did with Luke in Episode 8. And if you guys didn't know, Carrie Fisher did pass away a couple years ago, and originally that's what's probably going to happen, because Episode 7 was going to be Han's film, Episode 8 was going to be Luke, and then Episode 9 was going to be Princess Leia. And then we're going to focus on the main characters and then probably kill them off. But if they do this, it'll just be in poor taste, because I thought she was going to die in Episode 8, but she didn't. So for Episode 9, I feel like they can't kill her off. Maybe in the beginning of the film, she goes off somewhere, and because even though she's dead in real life, they could still make her part of the world. It's just not part of the adventure, because Disney said they're not going to do the CGI thing like they did in Rogue One, thankfully. So they're going to do something like this, probably. If they don't send her away, and they don't kill her off, and they're not doing CGI, I don't know, because this film wasn't filmed fully. Actually, this film wasn't filmed at all. The scenes that we see in the trailer is apparently Episode 7 deleted scenes that were not in the film, and they just plonked it in there. So to be honest, I have no clue what they're going to do with Princess Leia. I just really do hope they do. So this film is being directed again by J.J. Abrams, who did The Force Awakens. And even though I absolutely love The Force Awakens, I think it's a really fun Star Wars film. It is very similar, at least plot-wise, to A New Hope. So I'm hoping for Episode 9 that's not the case. Because even though The Last Jedi did have some similarities to Empire Strikes Back, and sometimes the way it goes, but really, of course, they're all going to have some similarities. They're all going to seem somewhat similar, and they're all going to seem somewhat the same. But I'm hoping it's not the exact same plot for Episode 9, because there is going to be a big battle, like in Return of the Jedi, and from the trailers, there's going to be a lot of stuff that is happening that's kind of similar. And you can put homages to, like Last Jedi did, but just don't make it the same story. Don't make it, Rey comes back, she's gone for a couple years, and then she comes back and she's an insane Jedi. You can do that, but make it maybe similar than Return of the Jedi. Even though I do enjoy J.J. Abrams' films, his films are very similar, at least plot-wise. He makes really good roller coaster movies where you can just sit along and you're there for the ride, but his films, at least in terms of story-wise, don't really have much to them. They're very similar. They're very paint by numbers, and that's nothing to him. He just makes similar stories, and I think in Force Awakens he definitely made a super similar story. So with this film, maybe spice it up a bit. You can have some things that are kind of similar, but don't do the exact same story. In terms of Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. I don't know what they're going to do with him. Obviously they're not going to bring him back, but I think he'll be back as a Force ghost. I think if Disney were to bring Luke Skywalker back, it would be as a Force ghost, because Mark Hamill is up for coming back, and I think that would be really cool. Now, in terms of Han Solo coming back as a Force ghost, Harrison Ford wanted off this franchise since Return of the Jedi, so I don't think he'll come back unless they CGI his face on. But I don't think he will even come back. And it would kind of make really no sense for him to come back. Luke Skywalker, I feel like they can weave a way to make him back and make him come back in an interesting way. How would they make, Disney's new Star Wars films don't really do Force Ghost. Besides when Yoda visited Luke in The Last Jedi, they don't really do Force Ghost really anymore, at least from my knowledge. So to do this, it would be cool, but it would be kind of out of place, I feel. I would like for them to do this, but will they actually do this because of what this is, and Disney doesn't really do Force Ghosts anymore? I don't know, but if they do bring back Luke, it'll definitely be in that matter. In terms of Kylo Ren, do I want them to kill him off? No. To be honest, I don't. Because that would be so similar to what they did with Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi. And if they do kill him off, I don't feel like it'll be a sacrifice. Because the Emperor is coming back in the films. It's been confirmed. That's not a spoiler. If you didn't know that, sorry, but the Emperor is coming back. I don't want him to, kill the Emperor because the Emperor's doing something to Rey, and then, he feels bad or something. And that wouldn't even make sense plot-wise. The Emperor has no connection to Kylo Ren in the first place. So that if that does happen, it makes no sense that would happen. So if they were to kill him off, I feel like he should just die in a normal way. Now from a sacrifice to something that fits his character. Or maybe if he does stand up, he does it in a different way that's kind of like what Darth Vader did at the end of Return of the Jedi with the Emperor. But not the same thing. Because I feel like these Disney Star Wars films already get a lot of people saying that they already copy off the original trilogy. Which in a way they do, but I don't really think they copy. They borrow some elements, which a lot of franchises do. A lot of franchises borrow a lot of elements from other franchises. So what they're going to do with Kylo Ren, if they do kill him off, I hope it's just not in the same way. This film's going to have a lot riding on it. It's going to have to close off this trilogy. It's going to have memorable characters, cool action scenes, good direction, good acting, good performances, good visual effects, good storytelling, and make it a fun, memorable movie. But it also has to capture off the whole Skywalker franchise. It's been going on for 3 generations. And I want them to end this. I want them to end it off here and end off the Skywalker franchise. Now, I know there's planning on making episode 10, 11, and 12 somewhat in the future, probably 20 years from now or something. But let's end the Skywalker franchise. We've had 3 trilogies. We've had 3 trilogies of trilogies doing this Skywalker franchise, and I feel like we've learned enough. We've had Luke's story, we've had Anakin's story, and then we have, I guess, Rey's story, which what has to do with Skywalker, I don't know. But let's end it off here. You can kind of set up for the later episodes, if they're doing other episodes, if that's still happening. But I don't want another trilogy of Skywalker films. I don't want 4 trilogies of Skywalker films. I feel like it's good that we've had this trilogy to be ending off the Skywalker franchise. I know a lot of people wanted it to end with Return of the Jedi. The fans of the prequels wanted it to Revenge of the Sith. But to be honest, this trilogy, if they ended with Return of the Jedi, I think that would have been a bit of an anticlimactic ending. Because we didn't really... If Star Wars ended after Return of the Jedi, we didn't really get to see what that world had in store. We didn't really get to see all these cool ships and missions and planets that our heroes can go on. And same with the prequels. If it ended off with the prequels, that's definitely not a good way to end off the Skywalker franchise. So I feel like with another trilogy, it's set up different worlds and different planets. And with Disney Plus now doing a new things with the Mandalorian show, I feel like that just being its own thing, and that's being canon, taking place with Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens. I feel like this can end off the Skywalker franchise, and I just want them to end it. My thoughts of what I would like to see in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. These are just some things that I think would be cool to see in the film or want to see in the movie. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comment section below. Are you excited for this movie? What do you want to see? What do you not want to see? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, you guys can hit that like button and subscribe. Really does help out this channel a lot. And definitely check out my Instagram, right linked down in the description, General_Daniel77. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you lovely folks in the next time. General out.